Hi guys. The reason why I'm wearing a different outfit and stuff, I said I was gonna make them the same day, but editing and not editing, but figuring out how to upload, because my app was not working at all to upload that last two videos was really challenging, and I just figured it out and I just uploaded them. So by the time you guys watch this, you guys should have already watched my Who is Charles theory. So I promised you guys Black Veil and Redcoat, so I figured I'd bring that to you guys now. Now I have kind of two main who I really think it is, and then I have two that it could be, but it's not really my guess. I don't think it's that, but I want to throw in something. What if Redcoat and Black Veil are the same person? This Redcoat right now, that's what A and Spin and all the scenes is Black Veil, because this is what we know about Black Veil. She is, or Black Widow, whatever you want to call it. She is Endgame. Marlene King has said that she is Endgame. So, what if she's Endgame because she's the Redcoat that's working for Charles now and is going to help the girls? That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm not sure, but that is what I'm kind of guessing. So, if we go off by that, I think Redcoat / Black Widow, because I was calling her Black Veil, but Marlene King tweeted that she's to be called Black Widow. Why? I don't know. We'll find that out, I guess. But, oh, sorry, I'm tired. It's 12 o'clock. I just figured out how to do everything. I just uploaded those last ones an hour ago, something like that. But, yeah, I'm exhausted from figuring that stuff out. Okay, but, anyways, that's what we know. She's not Black Veil, she's Black Widow, whoever it is. But what throws me off too is that scene where it looks like a guy at the end, who died? It was someone's funeral, and they had the bouquet of flowers. Oh, it was Mrs. De Laurentiis, I think. Yeah, when Mrs. D died, they had a scene where A was dressed up as Black Veil or Black Widow or whatever. Maybe that's why it's two different names. I don't know, but it kind of looks like a dude. And I'm not trying to be genderist, if that's a word, or sexist or anything, but it did look like a guy. I mean, could it be the rule where body doubles just don't count? Because that has been a thing, because the person who pushed Ian off was way taller and way more broad than really who Allie's body. It was a different type of body type. It was a different type of body type. That made no sense. That was a different body type, so, could that be the case with this A scene? But I think they would have got a girl, wouldn't they? Because the person that was Black Veil at Wilden's funeral was very petite, very skinny, girl. Now, this is who my main guess is. This is who I think it's gonna be, and I'll be happy if it is this person. The other three, the second one is would be oh yeah, oh shit, yeah, that's that person too. But the other two are just kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of iffy on that one, but I'm kind of feeling they might go with that. So, my first person is Melissa, being for the reason that her and Ren are off in London, and if you guys watched my Who is Charles, I highly suspect Ren as being A, because he's just the only one that makes sense. The age, Tyler Posey's on ridiculousness. I'm sorry. I should probably shut this off because Tyler Posey is going to distract me. Do you guys watch Teen Wolf? Oh my gosh. Teen Wolf is the best. Okay. Anyways, I should start making reviews about that show because that show's more crazy than Pretty Little Liars, to be honest. Where was I? My train of thought. Boys. Right, her and Ren are really close, and I think Ren could be Charles because the age makes sense. He's never was with Allison in any kind of scene whatsoever, flashback or not, or with Jason, or Mrs. De Laurentiis or Mr. De Laurentiis. We never seen him interact with that family at all. We don't know anything about his family, which I really think is the De Laurentiis. So, I really do have a strong feeling it's gonna be Ren. And I think it could be both way she's doing it for, bad or good, but I want to say my theory is she's doing it for Spencer because of what she said to her before she went to London. Again, just now when she recorded that tape like, saying that she's the one that buried Bethany or whatever. I feel like if what Megan and Gianna said is right, or that the reason that Ren stole the game was to, was to get back at the girls and get back at Allison for not really being dead and for being Bethany, to avenge her death, kind of, in a way. That's the only thing that would make sense. And if that's the case, Melissa said on a videotape she's the one who buried Bethany. Now, that could be like two ways you could look at that. That could be, one, that's why she's close to Ren, so she don't get in trouble for burying Bethany, and so she can help the girls not be that much, in deep shit, you know what I'm saying, like, to help them out a little bit. And two, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm trying to think what was my second thought, I can't remember now. Maybe she did it, she lied, that's what it was, maybe she lied for Charles to throw the girls off, mess with their minds. That's what I was thinking, sorry. Yeah, so that's what I really think why Melissa would be Redcoat or Black Widow, for those reasons. To help Spencer and protect Spencer. Or maybe she just never liked her sis. Which would make no sense, but so I think she's really being, like, kind of like a double agent, kind of like a double agent, like, for the girls and stuff. Alright, next one. I'm going to try to do this real fast. We're only at 6 minutes. I think we could do it. Okay, my second, who's my, like, second highest, would be Cece. And that's because, one, being on Ezra's payroll. She would make sense if Ezra ends up being Charles/A. I mean, there's a lot of holes for Ezra to be A, but with this show, you never know. They might just be like, whatever. She's always in a black hoodie, kind of being sneaky and stuff. There's the time that she's at Ezra's apartment and she's listening to the door and stuff. And, she did kill Walden, so we do know she's a killer. I mean, she did it for Allie, so that's another thing. I think maybe she's doing it to be like a double, like I'm saying, Melissa. For the same reason Melissa's doing it to help Spencer, maybe she's doing it to get close to A so she could help Allie. That's just a guess, though. I'm not sure. So, yeah, it could be Cece. And then then these next two are kind of like, I don't know, not really. Arya could be Black Widow, only because of I think her anger issues, and, her convo with Ezra in the cabin about, there's an episode where he takes her to the cabin, where she has a conversation and she says stuff like, sometimes do you just wake up wondering what happened was real or if it was a dream, or, she had like somewhere along the line of that conversation, and that kind of seemed sketchy to me. And then the convo in the car with Ezra, I think it was like a couple episodes after. It was either before or after they found out Ezra was writing a book, I'm not sure. It was like in that area though, that time is sense. Her and Ezra was driving, and he's asking her about a book report she was doing or something like that. And she said, or she was writing a story for her class. That's what it was. And she said, yeah, my story was going good. I was all about the good guy, but then I decided that I wanted to. She said she wanted. Maybe it's more fun to be the bad guy than it is to be the good guy. Something along those lines. Now that could mean that's her saying that maybe she wants to have fun and be Redcoat. Like, that could be a thing. That could be it. Do I really think it's her? No. And then the other thing is her anger problems. She's out of all the girls, besides Hannah in this last episode, she snaps the most, like, at people. There was the trashing of Ezra's apartment. There was, can't think of anything, but you guys know what I'm talking about. There was, like, she has, like, a temper problem. And I think she might be bipolar a little bit. So, she could be Redcoat or Black Widow, but I don't know. I don't think so at this point. I really do think it's my other two that I was talking about. And then this one I'm just throwing in just to be throwing in. It could be Sarah Harvey. Now, I never gave you guys, like, my feelings on Sarah Harvey because I only did, like, the first episode of season 6. And I'll just give you guys a quick what I feel about her. I don't trust her. I think she's shady. I think Emily is way too far up her ass. Myself. My opinion. Myself. I understand her behavior is odd because of, like, her being stuck underground for 2.5 years, but that doesn't explain why she went from a clone of Allie to a tomboy. Like, I'm not saying that's bad, but it just doesn't make sense. Like, even if, like, let's say I get in a underground house or something for 2 years, whatever you call it, I'm not going to be like totally different when I come out. I might be different, like I might be a little rougher around the edges or something, or, you know, like just like kind of damaged, or sorry, I'm trying to get my notes up. A little damaged, or like what's that word I'm looking for? Not tainted. You guys know what I'm talking about, but I would understand being that, but her whole personality changed. Like she's not even girly, like, at all. Like, if she was an Allie clone, she would have to be girly. I'm just saying. And from the picture, that's not really her, but the picture that they found, the stock picture, she seems like she wasn't like she is now. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. And then the other thing is, in the premiere episode of season 6, when we see the girls escaping and we find out there's another girl, you know, she didn't try to escape. She didn't try to run with them at that point in time. Now, granted, she could be like, those girls are never gonna get out. Why would I try? But if it was me and I seen a whole bunch of group going, if I seen a whole group like coming out and running, I would follow them, because I'd be like, at last, free. Maybe I'm free at last. I don't know. Even if it doesn't work out, but that's just my opinion. And she was with Charles underground for 2 years, so maybe she developed Stockholm Syndrome. Stockholm Syndrome is when someone who was kidnapped develops sympathy for the person that kidnaps them and becomes their friend, or becomes their ally, or becomes, you know, close to them. So she might have developed Stockholm Syndrome. That's a very possible theory, that she developed it, and that her and Charles are doing these, like, things. Because one thing before I end this video, because I explained pretty much everything I wanted to explain. When the girls were going to go see the therapist lady, I forgot her name, but you guys know who I'm talking about. When she was going there, when the girls were going there, and then A sent them a message, if you talk about me, she'll get hurt or whatever, and it shows a video of her sneaking up to, shows a video of him sneaking up to Sarah, and like pretending like he's gonna kill her or something, because we all know he wasn't really going to. It was just a threat. Well, I don't know. He might have killed her. I don't know. I think, honestly, it seemed too staged, because first of all, I don't think she sleeps in Emily's bed, you know, until after, you know, they made out or whatever. But I don't think her and Emily shared a bed, did they? I don't know. I don't recall. And also, she had long hair in the video and then short hair when the girls came back or whatever. So, I don't know. It's very, very, very sketchy. She's very sketchy. Very odd. Now, mind you, that could just be from years of abuse in that house. You never know. Sorry. You never know. But, yeah. So, that is all I have to say, really. Those are my top 4 of who I think it probably is. I don't know if I have anything else to talk about.